As creators in the entertainment industry, we stand in solidarity with the members of SAG-AFTRA who are currently on strike.
We recognise and understand the importance of fair compensation and good working conditions, not just for actors, but for all other performers, writers and crew members.
So in support of this, we'll be refraining from discussing or promoting any upcoming releases from the struck studios until the strike is resolved.
If you're looking for more information on the strikes, visit www.sagaftra.org. All that being said, as Seen In is not going anywhere, we and your favourite segments are staying right here. So let's get on with the episode.
She almost had a meltdown in the shop.
Because why am I going? Why am I fucking going if you're not going to have my...
Jules would be, Pepsi? Yours would be Pepsi of some fucking sort.
Oh my god, I actually can't with that whole scene.
Yeah. And again, this is one of my favourite new tropes.
Hi guys, welcome back to As Seen In.
Hi guys.
Oh, this is going to be weird. I've got my hair up, but it goes down and it goes back up.
So fine.
Just a little sneak peek into the order we film things. If you're listening, don't worry about it. Today, we got a bit deep at one point.
We did get very deep. This is actually one of our most intellectual episodes yet. We really discussed cinema at its finest, in my opinion. I'm Tati, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm Kaylee. This is a podcast about film, music, TV, entertainment.
Yeah.
It's not as dreary as it sounds, guys.
So
it's actually
fun.
kind of fun.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy. Let's jump straight in.
Okay.
Should we... Oh, we don't have a Guess the Song this week.
That's fine.
Guys, if you miss Guess the Song...
I don't miss it.
We do them quite often, but today we're not going to do one because we've got quite a lot to chat through.
A lot to go through.
A lot to go through.
Yeah. Should we just go straight in?
Let's get straight in.
Do you have anything to catch up with for the week?
Me personally, no.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I don't. I was just going to say, no, it's not relevant.
No?
Yeah, I'll mention it now.
Okay.
This is just something that came up recently, and I was like, oh my god, that's so interesting. When celebrities go on like talk shows or like do their rounds of press or whatever, and they get a green room, they can leave a list of like what they want in their green room.
Mm-hmm.
What would be on your list in your green room for everywhere you go?
Rice cakes.
Fucking boring. You're big shot celebrity, and they can get you anything you want, and you want some rice cakes in there.
Oh, it's like a comfort food for me. It makes me feel... I have rice cakes every day.
Yeah, okay.
So rice cakes, chamomile tea, because I'll probably be
plain
nervous.
Ones.
Salted ones, yeah. Or caramel ones if I want to
Okay,
be a bit
fine.
crazy.
That's valid.
I'd probably ask for some Krispy Kremes or some Dunkin'. A morning bun from Dunkin' if we're in that vicinity. A cherry Coke if I'm feeling crazy. Some sour Skittles. Some lightly salted Doritos with the mild salsa.
Ooh, yummy.
Some grapes, green ones.
Red ones.
See, the thing is, black ones.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's probably... There's more.
Okay, I like that.
Did I say Krispy Kreme? Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
I like that.
What about you?
An iced coffee wherever I go. I'm serious. I need to be rocking up to that green room, and there needs to be a big, huge bucket of fresh iced coffee.
What's your coffee order?
I'd say I want it oat milk,
Of course.
iced latte with... It is normally vanilla, but if I'm that rich and that way inclined, I'm going to go for like a white chocolate pump of syrup.
Wow.
Yeah. And maybe a hazelnut to make it like a Kinder.
Damn. Really
Yeah.
nice. I'd go agave.
Oh, I do love it. Or honey, like in general.
Yeah.
Just love that. And then food-wise, I don't know.
I feel like we're big on snacks.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah.
about when we were in New York and we were just like, the
Oh,
cinnamon,
God.
like the cinnamon rolls. We'd have to have cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, we actually would have. If it was us together and we had to make a joint list.
Yeah, if we
would be
only
that.
had one green room to share,
Yeah.
cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. And
Sorry,
oat
carry
iced
on.
lattes. Yeah, I don't know. I do really back the chips and dips.
Yeah.
I would...
Some guac.
Some guac, some mild salsa,
Yeah.
some onion and chive situation. Don't think you'd like that.
No.
But like, we're rich, so we have all the selections. Some aioli, some tzatziki. I lost you a bit. But you can have the salsa there.
I lost you a bit.
And maybe just a bit of toast.
Oh yeah,
Just
some
love
toast
a
with
bit of
some
toast.
butter.
Yeah.
Oh,
with olive spread. I don't like olives, so don't worry. It's like an olivey. It's like butter, but it's olive. I hate olives, but like it's so yummy.
I actually do like olives now. My palate has evolved.
What?
I know, it's wild.
Oh,
But specifically garlic stuffed olives. If they're not garlic stuffed, get
my
them
God.
away from me.
Ew.
I love
I
garlic.
mean, yeah, garlic for sure.
Especially pickled garlic. I could just eat that by the clove.
Yeah, fucking easily. Like, I
It's
just love
such
it.
a good
I would say that.
anything
is valid.
garlic.
Yeah.
Do you know what's
Anything
really
garlicky.
good? Honey on pizza. So we'd have to have
Well, obviously I know that, you silly girl.
we'd have to have a pepperoni
Yeah.
pizza with honey.
Yeah, we would.
So if we have a joint rider, it has to be iced oat lattes
Yeah.
with white chocolate or
Yeah.
hazelnut and agave. Cinnamon rolls
Yeah.
for dessert type food.
Yeah.
Snack would be chips and dips.
Yes.
And pizza,
Yeah.
pepperoni
Yeah.
with honey.
With honey.
Preferably Pizza Pilgrims ones.
You
If we're in the UK.
Yeah.
But you can make a good pepperoni pizza
Yeah.
and just drizzle honey on
You
top.
can put
so-
whatever you want on mine, apart from olives.
on your pizza?
Mm.
No.
But
don't
it
do
is
that
good
to
with
mine.
pepperoni. But I would love the hot honey with chicken and like red onion as well.
Okay, fair enough. Like
The Pizza Express.
do you know what we should
Oh
do?
my God, the sweet peppers.
One time we went to Pizza Express and they didn't have the peppers for Kaylee's pizza. She almost had a meltdown in the shop.
Because why am I going? Why am I fucking
'Cause
going
why
if
am I
you're not
here?
going to have my Polo ad Astra with the sweet peppers? It's like the main part of the dish.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's so
TGI
fun.
Fridays followed us on Instagram. What was the reason, guys?
Guys, invite us down.
Because
We're so down.
invite us down for a cheeky meal.
One thing I think we need to do is like collaborate with the restaurant and make our own dish.
Yes.
Or at least with the cinema, like they should
Yeah.
serve the Kaylee and the Tatty.
Yeah.
And like people go to
Oh,
order and it's like they get the Kaylee, they're
What
getting
would yours be, the tatty? Say it's like one of those combo boxes.
Yeah, it
Okay,
would be-
what are you getting?
it would be sweet.
Which one are you picking? Because you got to pick
Yeah, I
one.
know. It'd be sweet popcorn
Right.
with a Coke
Okay.
and some sour Skittles.
That's good.
Yeah. And yours would
Yeah.
be Pepsi. Yours would be Pepsi of some fucking sort.
Yeah, it probably would be a fucking Pepsi Max actually. And a sweet and salted mix.
Yep.
Just like you hate
Of course.
for no reason. And the snack would probably be Maltesers. I'm really
Oh,
in my Maltesers
nice.
era.
I
Like
love
there's
that for you.
something about Maltesers, especially out of a box.
Oh.
Just tastes so good.
Did you ever remember those white chocolate Maltesers they did?
Yeah, I miss them
I
for
miss
you.
them so much.
I'm so sorry.
so
Tatty's
much.
allergic to cocoa.
No,
So.
no,
What,
I'm not
not-
saying that.
Are we not allowed to spill?
Yeah, because
Sorry,
what someone
FBI
tries to
secrets.
poison me in the future.
Oh, she's not allergic to cocoa.
I'm
She
allergy
eats
free.
it all the time. She has no allergies.
No, that one's okay because I can spot that from a mile
Okay.
off. But all the other ones, you don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely
Um,
not. That's good. That's good.
I think that would be good. So
Yeah.
Odeon View, Everyman, Cineworld, hit
Yes.
us up.
No, especially Everyman.
I love Everyman.
Denise
Well,
works in
I actually
Everyman.
love Picture House. Picture
Yeah,
House
you
is my
do like
fave.
Picture House.
Yeah.
I like Picture House in Central. It's good.
I like all the picture houses.
Yeah.
They feel very nostalgic to me. They feel like cinema. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like a mass produced
Yeah.
like money making scheme. Picture House feels like I want to appreciate cinema.
I get that, but
I
they
do love
do
cheap.
also have like places where you can just hang out.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I
like
guess-
the restaurants.
Yeah.
I just love, to be honest, I love any cinema. Like I do love
Yeah.
all the Leicester Square cinemas, Odeon Le
yeah,
Square.
the big ones.
Oh,
Odeon Le Square.
so
Even
good.
I like Cineworld Le Square.
Love Cineworld Le Square or Empire. I don't even know what they're doing with that. Get your branding right, please.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't really know either.
Anyway, we've just talked.
That's okay.
We want to change some theme songs.
Yeah.
So one time, a few episodes ago, Kaylee did an amazing theme song change where she did Gilmore Girls and she changed it to the Chicks, previously Dixie Chicks.
I read that it was them
Yeah,
as well.
it's a racist thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Ugh. Anyway,
But not anymore.
not anymore. I think with a lot of country artists, they don't realize their names are like from racist times. Then they have to change them when they come to learn.
Yeah.
As
but,
they,
you know what,
it's good
growth.
that they learn eventually, I guess. Like Lady Antebellum stuff. But yeah. So I am doing One Tree Hill.
Okay, go for it.
Currently, the theme song is Gavin DeGraw. I don't wanna be anything
Other than what I've been trying to be lately.
right?
That is a banger. Peace of
It's
mind.
So good.
How are you going to change that?
So I have two that I think could work really well for the vibe, right? One of them is Got to Be Somebody by Nickelback. Do you know that?
Play it.
Just wait. Just wait for the chorus.
Really, really good. I can picture it. Them like on the screen, like Chad Michael Murray, them doing like a hair flick, and it'll be like Hailey, whatever her name is in real life. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I really like that.
That's really good.
Because it kind of matches the rocky
Yeah.
vibe of
Yeah.
I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw. And then the other one, which doesn't
Really
really
good.
match the vibe, but it kind of matches the coming of age type element, I guess. And it's Suddenly I See by Katie Tunstall.
Suddenly I see. That's really good for a theme tune. That's really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not starting, but yeah.
Really good.
Right? And then I did think of an outro credit because I wasn't sure if they played the same song right at the end, but I thought I'm With You by Avril Lavigne.
Play it.
Wait.
Really fucking good. That's so good for an ending, for end credits.
Yeah.
Especially they always leave on like a sad cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Really
One Tree
good.
Hill really know how to make you feel
Wow,
sad.
those are really good.
Thank you. I think I don't know how you
Gotta.
do you know what I mean?
Gotta-
I'm just gonna say Got to Be.
Yeah, got to be
by Schwartz.
Got to be.
Got to Be by Nickelback.
Yeah,
think
they're
that's
both
iconic.
amazing.
Yeah.
Both of them are really, really good.
Thank you. One Tree Hill is just, it's one of those that is like nostalgic, coming of age. It's got all of the different emotions. It feels like real life.
Yeah.
And I feel like both of those songs kind of represent that.
Yeah, do you know what though? Sorry about that.
So fine.
Recently, I went to stay at Molly's in
Molly's.
Oxford, the motel that's designed by Soho House people.
Oh.
It's like Soho House for poor people.
Oh,
It's I really liked it. Me and Lizzie had a great stay, but
Yeah.
it popped to my mind because we put on the telly and One Tree Hill was on, but it was a later season. And when I say I recognised Hailey and Brooke and no one else,
What?
they were like, no, I didn't see any. Oh, I saw Dan.
Okay, you saw
Dad?
Nate though?
No, Nate wasn't there.
Oh, okay, it might be when Hailey was on tour.
There was a moment where it was like Nate was supposed to come home or something and he
Yeah,
didn't.
fine.
But it was like so weird 'cause I only recognised a very few of them.
Yeah.
Like who else is that? You know the one that's like a bit of an odd Bob that's friends with Brooke. What's his name?
An odd
He was a
Bob?
presenter.
Oh.
What's his name?
Carl?
No, that's not his name.
Oh, I
that-
know exactly.
Yeah.
Mouth.
Mouth. I couldn't remember until right this second.
I love
Yeah,
Mouth.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like presenting.
Oh, I miss Mouth. Did you see the moment where I don't know if you would have seen it, where Nathan gets into like the Bobcats,
What?
when he's
What's a
playing
Bobcat?
basketball and he wants to be in the NFL.
Oh no.
Is it the NFL? NBA.
NBA. NFL's football, I think.
Yeah. He wants to be in the NBA and then Mouth is
No.
presenting and like he's like
Oh wait, that does kind of add up.
yeah, and then he's like,
Of course,
Jamie,
'cause
someone
Mouth
tell your
presents-
dad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was wondering why he was a presenter, as if he wasn't like on their little voice box
Yeah,
every weekend.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah, okay, I do want to get back into it, but I don't know why I stopped.
It's just it's a comfort show. It's something I watch
Yeah.
in autumn along with like Gilmore
Yeah.
Girls.
Yes.
But it makes me
Yeah.
feel so emotional.
Yeah.
It's just like, especially when you get into like season 3
Yeah.
and it's like everything is just happening. It's like real life is just happening.
Yeah.
Brooke, her character development was something else.
Yeah, I like Brooke. I really hate Hailey, and I know you like Hailey, but I hate her. I find her so insufferable. Everything she does annoys me.
Anyway,
Take that.
do you have one?
Take that. For One Tree Hill.
No, a theme song change or
No.
no? Let's go
I didn't
with.
think of one.
Let's start with your movie swap then.
Okay.
Whoa! We are interrupting this broadcast.
Guys, if you're enjoying this episode, please make sure to subscribe and drop us a comment.
And also check us out on audio platforms and give us a rate because it really helps us out.
Back to the episode.
Bye.
So
it?
this is Green Book.
Yes.
Tati gave me Green Book. 2018 drama comedy. Yeah,
Wild
sure.
description.
Wild.
Comedy.
Comedy, like, okay.
I'd say drama at best.
I'd say drama. Dr. Don Shirley is a world-class African-American pianist who is about to embark on a concert tour in the Deep South in 1962. In need of a driver and protection, Shirley recruits Tony Lip, a tough-talking bouncer from an Italian-American neighborhood in the Bronx. Despite their differences, the two men soon develop an unexpected bond while confronting racism and danger in an era of segregation, which is basically it. Like that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Like I'll start straight away with like I liked that about the film, that there was no one major climax thing that happened. Like it was sort of like a progression of, it was a road trip, right? So it was kind of like you start and end with the road trip, and like, you know, you're following them along their little thing, and their friendship blossoms, and they have run-ins with fucking racists, obviously, but like I like that there was not one main focus on like a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like between the absolute like nightmarish behavior, there were really wholesome moments of just like friendship.
I think it was interesting because, as you said, there wasn't a climax. It felt almost like you were being held at the edge of your seat in a way, and being forced to stay there. Like there was never a moment where you were like, oh, okay, I can relax now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like the main thing has happened.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like you never know what really they're gonna face next.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I found it so tense to watch.
It was.
But
it was because it's also just like, it was very like, as much as it was obviously outright racist, it felt like because of his status as like a world-class pianist, it was almost like more microaggression-y. Like they wanted him to come and play piano at their events, yet they'd be like, oh, use the toilet outside.
Yeah.
It's like, pick a side.
Yeah.
It's almost like they weren't like, apart from when he had a run-in with people in the bar, people whose events he was playing at, who obviously invited him to be there, were still the people that were like treating him badly, but like in such a passive aggressive way. I was like,
yeah. And
guys.
it's so crazy that you just said that, because I feel like that is so how it is.
Yeah.
Because you know when you see like I've only really heard like black British people talk about this as in the like current media, but like they are at the top of their game. For example, when I don't actually want to give examples, but okay. For example, when Dave performed at the Brit Awards, I think it was, he literally did a whole song and he was like calling out the UK government, for example. But like, it just goes to show you can still be at the top of your game. You can still be like the person that everyone wants to be in the room with. Everyone thinks you're amazing, and they'll still treat you like shit.
different, yeah.
It's so confusing.
Because why bother then? Like, this is what
Why
I
the
don't
hell?
get. Like, when they were in this film and they'd be like, basically like begging him to stay and play. Why? Like, not even letting him eat at the restaurant that he's playing at is so wild, because you're happy to have him in the room as long as he's like performing for you.
Yeah. Like.
And then they treat him when he comes in. It's like, oh, hello, welcome. Why bother you? Like, don't be fake.
Yeah.
Don't be fake.
Don't be fake.
Like, what's the point?
I don't.
It doesn't make sense, because it's like, if you're gonna be racist, at least fucking own it.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, that's what I believe. Not
Yeah.
like, or like, I don't know, like pick and choose your battles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which is interesting.
Really
'Cause
weird.
I always thought, from like based on what we see on not on social media, but like in the media, that American racism was so much more overt than like, because we hear like, when I think microaggression racism, I think British racism.
Yeah.
But American racism, to me, I would have thought it's so overt.
Yeah.
So to know, like when I watched that and I was like, oh, it's still very like, they're so passive here.
Yeah.
Depending on status and all this stuff, like it's so
yeah,
twisted.
because when he was in like, two things that stick out about that, when they got arrested, well, I mean, that was fucking Tony that punched him in the head, whatever, but there was no reason to arrest what even was his name in this? I'm so bad with character names.
I'm actually really terrible with
The
character
only reason I
names
got
as well.
Tony is because he said it, and every time he spoke to Tony, he'd address him by name. And I was like, okay, like I know his name's Tony. But every time, yeah. So like that, when they were in jail, and then all of a sudden, Donald. So when they were in jail, and like obviously they had no idea who he was, they treated him so shit. Like they only let him out when he had his lawyer call or whatever, and they were like, oh shit, he's a big deal. And then the second one that sticks out was when he was in, like when he was in the bar, because like no one knew that he had that status, so they were like, oh, whatever. But not that it fucking makes a difference, but like it's just so weird,
so odd.
but the film was really, really good.
Yeah,
I like
it was
the film.
nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, and it lost to Moonlight. No, am I thinking of the?
That's
Yeah, I
La
think
La
I'm thinking
Land.
about the. No, but I
Oh.
know Mahershala. He was nominated for 2 Best Picture. He was in 2 films that were
Oh
nominated
yeah,
for Best
you
Picture.
said about that.
And I think it was
Either way, he's
Green
good.
Book. He's amazing. Oh my goodness, he's
he's so
so
good.
amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you gave me La La Land.
Yeah. Wait, let's should we do like a rating of
Oh
it?
yeah.
4?
Out
I
of
say
5?
solid 4.
Yeah.
Favorite moment was when it was quite a subtle moment. You know that like on the road, Tony had been writing home to his wife,
Yeah.
and he had Donald had been helping him with his words to be like more romantic. And there's a scene where there's multiple reasons why I liked it. One was because Donald had decided to stay in the motel with him and not go to like a fancier place that he could have gone to because he was white. They stayed in the same room, and he was writing to his wife, and Donald was like, "Oh, come on, I'm sure you need my help with this." And then he took the letter off him and read it, and it was like really romantic, and he was like, "Oh, you don't need my help with this." And it was so cute. And then it ended that scene with like a light-hearted moment. They were talking about how, you know, they had that, I don't know if you remember, like they had a conversation earlier in the thing where they hadn't really broken into their friendship, and Tony had said something about, oh, the girls have bigger boobs in Pittsburgh. And then obviously there was also the whole gay fucking storyline as well.
There's a lot going on.
But when after that little cute moment in the motel, he said, "Well, doesn't seem to be any difference in Pittsburgh" or something, and it was just like a light-hearted. It was like, oh, bringing us back to like I don't know, the core of that.
It felt like very real.
Yeah,
like
I really liked it.
You can have like the positive with all the negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I liked it. Okay, La La Land.
La La Land. So, for those who don't know, Sebastian and Mia are drawn together by their common desire to do what they love. But as success mounts, they are faced with decisions that begin to fray the fragile fabric of their love affair, and the dreams they worked so hard to maintain in each other threaten to rip them apart. So, this is Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. I wrote so many notes. I'm not going to go through all of them, but the opening number reminded me of Stick to the Status Quo in High School Musical. I can't... Yeah, something about just like the flash mob. It's like a flash mob meets like actual musical theatre. Not saying that High School Musical is, but that's, you know, it's in a different league. I thought that there was some like Wes Anderson type shots. Like there were a lot of like over the head, like pouring of the coffee, a lot of static stuff, which I enjoyed. The audition scenes where Emma Stone was like in front of the directors and stuff broke my heart, shattered my heart. Because I already can't imagine what it must feel like to face rejection like that. I mean, we all face rejection every day, but like on that level, when you walk into a room and everyone looks like you, and it's just, you're not really being listened to.
No.
You don't really want to be there. It's just, that broke my heart. And then I love the fact that it was really centered around jazz music. And I love the fact that...
Did you not know any of this before you went into it?
None of it. I love the fact that Ryan Gosling's character really went into the like history of jazz, the reason why jazz is so amazing, because it's one of my favorite genres. So
I just couldn't believe you hadn't seen it.
I honestly...
What the hell were you doing? I just don't know how that passed you by.
I was waiting for like the right time, but when is the right time?
I saw this 3 times in the cinema.
Really?
Yeah, it was really random. It was in college. I went once, I think, with my sister, and then a couple of guys I was friends with really liked it, so we went and watched it. I don't know.
Gosh.
I don't know, it was random.
Ryan Gosling, he always manages to bring like some comedic element to every character he plays, whether he means to or not. Like there was when he was being asked like, what is your plan? And he was like, I'm just letting life hit me until it gets tired. I was like, that feels so real.
Yeah.
Because what are you meant to do?
No, I don't know.
Life is gonna do what it wants to do. You just have to... Obviously, you do your best to steer the boat and all of that, but at some point you're like, okay, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
You know? So I enjoyed that. I actually wasn't a huge fan of the music. I feel like the music for me was my least favorite part
I don't
of
think
the
it's great either.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the ones that stick out as City of Stars.
Yeah.
City of Stars.
Yeah.
And that's probably, and the opening one's quite big.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like every song's a banger.
Yeah.
And that's like 100% valid.
Okay.
Because I didn't think that either.
I feared that would be a controversial
it wasn't like,
pin.
oh my god. Like when I think of La La Land, I only think of City of Stars, and then I mainly think about the story.
Yeah. And the struggling artist in LA trope feels so depressing. When I think of struggling artist in LA versus struggling artist in New York, LA just doesn't even come close. It feels like LA is bringing you down. No one is, it doesn't feel like a supportive struggle. Whereas New York, it's like, we're in this struggle together. How can we help? Like, they didn't even focus much on like the friends, like saying, oh, we have this role for you. Like, let's do this. Like, there was no real community or a sense of like help when it came to the struggle, which I didn't love.
It was like you're alone. Apart from like they've had each other for a bit, but you know.
Yeah. But one thing I loved was just how full circle everything was. The way, like, the transitions between like the car horn into the jazz bar, the way it starts and ends in the jazz bar, the fact that they almost are together and they don't end up together at all in the end. It's giving Past Lives, if you've seen Past Lives.
Yeah.
It's just like, it felt a bit too real. Like, I was expecting a happy ending where she would come back and it's like, oh, now we can be together. But no, she's moved on. We don't know what he ended up doing, but he ended up opening his jazz bar.
Fucking scene.
That jazz bar where
fucking scene.
Everything plays out in the end.
When they're literally in there together and she's like sees him and she's with her husband. I'm like,
she's with her husband, but in her mind, like all the flash, the like alternate universe where they end up together. Is playing out.
God, I actually can't with that whole scene.
Yeah. And again, this is one of my favorite new tropes. It's like, as I said, Past Lives, the Korean movie that came out. It's like all about how things just things pass. Like in different lives, you live different lives. In one universe, they end up together. In past lives, something could have happened.
Interesting, because I gave you everything ever all at once.
I know.
Interesting.
I just love the like when they lean into that, but don't give you what you want.
I like that
that's
too.
Not real.
I like that too.
It felt very real.
I do like that. I mean, I hate it because it's like gut wrenching.
It's gut wrenching because I want to like go to the cinema and escape from real life. These are all like painful realities.
Yeah.
But it's like amazing at the same time.
It's kind of like same with About Time. As much as that's not like parallel universes, it's like whatever, it was always going to happen and nothing you do can change that. So like,
it's just,
accept it.
It just feels like all of these types of movies are just painful reminders of what life is. And no matter like you can't like,
this is why I really like fantasy, because it makes it it's just like I don't have to think. Like these films I love and they are like some of my favorite films, but it's because like those are when I'm really thinking. But like I have to be in a certain type of mood to want to think like that.
This made me, I was just like, well, cool. But yeah, absolutely loved it.
Really good.
I would definitely say 4 out of 5.
So happy you watched it finally.
I would definitely say 4 out of 5. It would have been a 5 if I enjoyed the songs more. But that's fine. Story was absolutely amazing. I would watch it again.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely watch this just to like feel something.
Favorite moment?
Favorite moment was probably that transition with the car horn to the jazz bar and just like every jazz moment. Maybe or maybe that end scene where they flash the flash forward or flash to another lifetime.
Wow, that was so emotional. I remember being like, no way.
Yeah. So
okay, amazing.
That was La La Land.
Really good. So happy you finally watched it.
Yeah. We don't have much time.
That's fine.
So I think we're gonna have
to
end wrap
it. Let's wrap it.
If you guys have seen either La La Land or Green Book, let us know what you thought. If you haven't seen it, we challenge you to watch it this week.
Yeah.
And come back. Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yes. Yeah. Sad just thinking about it.
I know.
Oh my God. Comment down below a movie that makes you feel something.
Yeah.
I want to get in my feels. I need to watch some more.
Yeah, 100p. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, drop us a follow, drop us a rating. It helps us out so much.
Yes.
Follow us on socials, and yeah, we'll catch you next time on I've Seen It.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.